Hey, welcome back. It's a Thirsty Thursday edition of Liquid Lunch. I'm John Tobacco. We're coming to you today as we do every day, Monday to Friday, noon Eastern, from the Question Tequila Studios. The Dow is getting dangerously close to that 27,000 level that I want to hold as a support through Friday. Right there, a drop down here could be a trapdoor and go a lot lower. And Bitcoin has risen above 10,000. So good news, bad news. But we're all waiting on that GDP stuff tomorrow. And coming back to mix it up with the red and the blue and all the good things for you, it's Rob Taub. And I forgot to mention earlier, he's with O.B. Murray. And I forgot to mention that, Rob, you're a brand ambassador and a spokesperson for the American Diabetes Association, American Heart Association, and you guys are doing a joint effort in Dallas.
Weekend, yes. It's going to be very warm. But yes, they're doing something called No Diabetes by Heart. And it's a joint effort, and I'm going to be learning about it. This is our first weekend together. So next week, I'll let you know exactly what took place.
Well, we're going to have Rob back, as we do all the time. We'll hear about all these. I guess there's some correlation between diabetes and heart disease.
Well, sure.
And you're going to learn all about
strokes, and diabetes is growing at unfortunately an epidemic rate, and we have to do something about it. 33% of our adult population in our country right now are obese. And so that's a problem, and that's going to lead to heart disease.
Well, this is the first time I'm not going to be characterized as a 1%er, because now I'm in the 33%er.
You're looking good, John.
No, well, I'm overweight. And I almost had a stroke yesterday watching some of these press conferences and all this stuff.
I thought that was when you were watching me on John Cardillo's show.
When I watch you, I have a drink because I'm off air. But yeah, when I'm watching these people, let's take a look at Nancy Pelosi, and here's what she's saying now about impeachment. Somehow, this yesterday was better for her. Take a look.
There's a cone of silence in the White House that is engaged in a massive cover-up in the obstruction of justice. Those obstruction of justice charges, as has been demonstrated today in the hearings, could be indictable offenses by anybody else, not the President of the United States and the President when he's no longer President. But the American people, I think that if we go down that path, we should go in the strongest possible way.
So after, like you said, 22 months, $40 million,
it's the same
could be indictable offenses.
This is the same message she's been touting for 6 months and longer at this point. She wants to build a case. She can't build a case. She knows it. Her problem now is trying to corral and really bring all those other members together that want an impeachment and be able to control the House as Speaker. She has a tough time doing that now when the members have a vote every week, it seems to be, should we impeach, and they table it.
Rob, you made a good point that Donald Trump is doing a masterful job at slicing and dicing the Democratic Party into little groups, and now he's kind of tagged everyone as the squad. And the squad wants impeachment. Nadler wants impeachment, but Nancy doesn't. This is trouble.
Well, Trump's going to point at the people who are most vociferous and vituperative against him. And he's going to say that, you're writing those words down,
vituperative is like, wow,
of the Democratic Party as a whole. And he's going to point to the squad and to Jerry Nadler, and he's going to say, this is who you're voting for. They're going to be socialists, and this is what you're going to get. And unfortunately, people are going to believe him, but I'm going to diss on the Democrats. We don't have a good, viable candidate other than Joe Biden, and now I'm beginning to wonder if he can beat Trump.
You not only don't have a candidate that can beat Trump at this point, you don't have a chairman of a committee that can organize and ask questions and conduct any kind of impeachment hearings. Jerry Nadler was a total failure yesterday. What he did and how he controlled that committee was awful. At the end of that committee meeting and that hearing, they had, I think it was 17 minutes of uninterrupted questions by the Democrats, and they couldn't land a punch. One Republican tried to chime in and say it was a point of order question. Maybe took 10 seconds. That was it. It was the only interruption. The Democrats had the whole field and couldn't do it. That's Jerry Nadler's committee. That's the committee that wants to do the impeachment, and that's never going to happen.
Rob, any final vituperative thoughts?
Well, it's just that the Democrats are emotional and ideological, and they have to be the exact opposite. They have to be strategic and well planned and have to be well thought out on what they do, and they're not. And if you're going to think ideologically and trying to battle Trump, you're going to fail.
I just want to go out of this segment. I want to thank O.B. Murray, Rob Taub for being here. As you know, we come every day from the Question Tequila Studios. And now that I know that Rob is working with the American Diabetes Association, that I knew, and the Heart Association on this new initiative, I want you to point out that according to research, tequila can help those with type 2 diabetes. And it's
You may learn that this
Do I
weekend.
drink it or
the
shower with it?
agavins and natural sugars in agave are non-digestible, so blood sugar levels don't spike.
I like that.
In case you care at home, but you should always care when we bring on the best